You're watching 3 Questions with Kat. Overcome your obstacles and find success.
Hey there, it's Katherine Norland, and we are back for another episode of 3 Questions with Kat. I have James with me.
Hello.
And tell him what you do. Tell him just a smidge about yourself.
So I've been in the healing arts for over 30 years now. It's evolved over time, and I've been doing, for this retreat that we were at, we did ancient language and sound healing, which moves through the whole auditorium. So it's pretty cool. It's an ever-evolving experience.
As we all should be with our gifts and talents and crafts and downloads. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
And the first question is, James, what stops people from having success?
Well, I would say it's what we think. It's learning how to become aware of your thoughts and change the patterns that are going on inside. So one of the biggest things I think that people aren't aware, and I think it's like 60,000 thoughts a day that we have in our mind, and we're not aware of any of that. And so it's becoming more aware of what is your mind doing and saying. So one of the easiest things to do is apply affirmations into your day-to-day, 24/7, non-stop. If you're not putting something in, that means your mind's spitting something out.
And most are thoughts, they say like 70, 80% negative.
Self-sabotage, fear, doubt, guilt, shame, blame, all of those things are going on in the back, and you're doing stuff and you're working on things. Now, the good news is the mind can only do one thing at a time. So if you're giving it positive affirmations, you're moving in a positive direction. And as I like to say, it starts to bridle that wild horse that's running through the wilderness.
And I read somewhere that if you hear like a negative comment, it takes about 13 positive comments to undo the one negative comment. So
Sounds about right.
Getting a handle on that, when someone says something negative to you, don't keep stewing on it and putting it over and over in your mind, changing that thought the moment it comes to you.
Break the loop.
Yeah. So the second question is, how do you overcome obstacles?
How do you overcome? I look at that, you have to be a firefighter. You got to learn how to put out the fires. Anybody who's successful, that's one of the key things I learned, is they know how to fix problems. They don't seize up, they don't break down, they don't quit. They just keep looking and figuring out how to fix that. So obstacles aren't really obstacles, it's a challenge for the moment, and how do you figure it out?
So even renaming it, it's a challenge. It's not an obstacle, it's just a challenge for the moment.
Yeah, it's a test.
Yeah.
And the more you get your metal tested, if you will, the stronger you get. So that's how I see it.
Awesome. And the final question, James, is what do you wish you would have known 5 years ago?
Whew, that's a good one. Let's see, what would I have known 5 years ago? Actually, I'm gonna go with this. I feel everything unfolds for us exactly as we need it, because I probably wouldn't have listened to it then. So now that I'm at this level, I'm more available for the information that I'm at right here and now. I do work on connecting with my future self, though. I'm not going to lie, on how do I navigate, how do I move forward. But as far as my past got me to my present.
I love that.
And if I didn't have the past, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. So it's kind of like a trick or a play on words.
Yeah.
But I believe that the more present we are, the better we are to create our future. So.
And I love what you said about you couldn't have learned what you said.
I wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah.
It would have,
many
people
times.
have great wisdom out there,
Yeah.
great professional experience, and sometimes we go and we hear what they say, but we don't really apply it. We don't really put it to use because we're really not at that level yet where we want to make the changes that we really want.
It's not the time, or you're not ready.
Yeah, and it's like there's points in your life where you're just kind of maybe floundering around and drowning, but there's a point also where you say, you know what? I've had enough of this, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get myself out of this situation so I can make the changes that I need to make.
Yeah.
And those are the moments where you really can catalyst yourself, like just propel yourself out of that situation. And you wouldn't have done it, though, if you didn't have all the pain.
I'm
So,
telling you, and so many times we kick ourselves because we're like, oh man, I wish I would have known that earlier. I would be so much further ahead. I'd be so much more successful. But would you?
I don't know. I
Maybe,
don't know.
But yeah, you weren't.
From my
you couldn't
experience,
apply it at the time.
I've been around a lot of amazing people who
Yeah.
are, you know, very advanced in whether it's business or spirituality or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear it, you see what they're doing, but you don't really apply it. And
Yeah.
until there's a breaking point inside of you where you're like, I'll do whatever it takes to get myself out of this situation and get to where I want to go instead of just floating down the river.
It's almost like when it's your time, it's your time. And that's why being present, like we talked about earlier today, when that door opens up, it may only be open for 30 seconds. If you're not in the present moment, if you're back there wishing you would have done something different or hoping for some future you don't have yet, you're gonna miss all the opportunities in front of you.
Truly.
So James, where can people find you if they want to look you up?
Surfing the Change, thechange.com.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking with us today,
Awesome.
and we'll see you next time on
Okay.
another episode of 3 Questions with Kat. Bye.
Bye.
Get the tips you need to reach your dreams.